There is something very fluid about emotion. It can transcend boundaries, warp through time and space, yet circle back to hit us hard enough in the waves it creates. Our emotions are strictly instinctual. They're safe, meant to be felt. But do we know enough to understand when it crosses the line? Take desire, for instance. It is a beautiful gift that can lead to love, happiness, and acceptance, founded by our reasonable sense. But it is the overexploitation of desire that can form into something much more dangerous: greed. The concept of greed occurs when you disregard the importance of certain factors that inhibit your personal gain, even if it comes at the cost of others. But greed does not always attribute to wealth, though it can be the sole driver behind wealth not being spread. But what is wealth? Surely it must have more than one meaning. Yes, greed does not only control our mentality toward our money, but also how we personally govern the wealthiest commodity known to man: time. With greed comes haste, and we have become so self-absorbed in every second that we neglect to consider how our every action impacts our seconds in the future. Our ancestors lived for the bounty of tomorrow, but today we fail to see it. We would rather drink from and pollute with a single-use plastic bottle than to take the time to invest in the health of this world and buy a metal one. We'd rather easily take the plastic grocery bags handed to us at the store than to spare the few seconds to ask for paper bags instead. Maybe it's ignorance. Maybe it's just convenience. But all of it stems back to our unwillingness to change our habits and to our greed, which is costing lives around the world every day. Remember that our habits are simply illusions of the mind, built to make our days more familiar, driven by our lifestyle choices. They are instinctual, just like our emotions, but they can also be blinding. They are made to make us feel secure, but are affected by our greed. Only when we commit to looking beyond our every second and respecting the time on Mother Nature's clock can we be truly safe. Our mind is our greatest barrier. It can take the purity and vulnerability of our emotions and turn it into a weapon we may not even know we have. A weapon capable of destroying the worlds that were founded upon the moral interactions of man. A weapon of greed. Our time is not a given. It is a gift, meant to be cherished and nurtured, not hastily misused. We must learn as a society to take our wealth out of the palm of our hand and devote it to the soul of the world. Our prosperity is to be breathed back to us in time, but only when we remain selfless in the face of life itself.